and they've done this for generations. There's so much time gone by that it's kind of been misleading as to what they're supposed to be keeping their eye open for, or watching for, or looking out for. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, but it was not the only thing that I was just interested in. I was also interested to know that you had met with, like, people like, you know...
Like...
Aragorn and Co.
Aragorn and Co.
My God, really?
Whisper up to the mic. Aragorn.
She does know that, like, none of the rest of us can probably hear her right now.
That's true. I'm just saying that out of character.
I was just saying that in character, okay? No.
She's making it sound all sinister, sexy, like...
I whisper in Nostrel's ear.
She can do it all kind of sinuously, and you met Aragorn, didn't you?
Oh, she did it.
She's trying to get all kinky.
Oh my God, no!
Stop! Aragorn and Legolas and many others.
And the guys, yeah, okay, yeah, well,
Yeah.
but she obviously you read the diary, so you know that they have met.
So, I mean, from the state of coming to your lands, how were they?
They seemed okay. They seemed fine. They stayed for a short time. She can't say an awful lot of details because they were out on patrols a good bit as well. They had borders to defend. There was plans for infiltrating Dol Guldur. There's other things to plan for. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides, mostly they spend a lot of time speaking with Galadriel.
And then they just kind of left and all
After a
on
short
their
while,
merry way.
they headed off, down the river. She points out over the water, like right in front of you. That's where they went. Down that river.
I see. You don't have to say where they were going, but are you like aware of where they're heading towards?
They know that she doesn't know the ins and outs of like which route they were taking, or how they were going to do it, or anything like that. But she knows the gist of it, that they were taking something like away from, trying to get something as far away from Middle-earth as possibly could. But yeah, there you go. That's you've asked your questions, you've got your answers. She's pointed out over the water and said they took a boat, they headed that way, out down the Anduin. Don't know where they're going to, or how the means to travel, or what time frame they're working in. They just know that they're on a special errand. It's probably something really serious, important, if they need to involve Galadriel. And at the same time, she pretty much had her own plans to organise to get into, to try and infiltrate Dol Guldur to see what was going on in there.
I see. Oh, no worries.
Dúlintrast Morwen up next.
Yes.
I'm going up to Dúlintrast again.
Oh no.
Because he'll jack awake all the same, so I just want him to jack awake all the same.
Try your luck.
What, are you going to try and kick him or something?
What, does he have his dagger with him and stuff?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see
Right
it.
on his chest.
You gotta do the rest.
Grab the arm with the dagger on it.
Oh Lord, you know he's gonna fling it back at you.
Dúlintrast. Your turn.
Wake Morwen up as well while you're at it.
Oh, okay. Morwen's awake.
How you feeling, Melvin?
Tired.
One of
Have
them.
fun. I'm back. I'm
Oh
going to
my
the tent.
god.
Okay. I just kind of like pass off Estel. I even kind of like nudge Melvin and say, wait until that one's gone and I'll tell you what I caught her trying to do while I was trying to meditate.
I'm still awake. Moderately.
You wouldn't-
Moderately.
You wouldn't have heard me saying that. You were like maybe going towards your tent when I said that, or I said
She
that.
is an elf, remember, as well.
Oh,
Half
trick.
elf. Still an elf.
Yeah.
Passive perception. Plus 40.
Anyway. Anywho, I actually tell Mom what I caught Estel doing.
Oh, rifling your shirt.
Yeah! Rifling it in my shirt. She was rifling right in my shirt. Lord knows why. I mean, who does that to somebody when they're trying to meditate? That's just so rude. And be honest, quite pervy. I don't know if I trust that, Estelle.
I can't wait for Maureen's response.
I mean, what do you think of this? That?
Well, don't know. Elves have strange customs.
Okay, granted.
we're humans alike.
Okay, granted. Sometimes some of our customs are weird, but I've never seen any custom like that.
Well, maybe she was looking for something.
Well, she could have just asked.
You ignored me, you ass.
I
She
was
said that.
meditating, you sleeping bitch.
Oh.
Talk. Whoa.
Cat
Does he-
fight them, people.
Cat fight without being canon cat fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how rude is that? I mean, it's totally rude. I'm pacing
Mm,
up and down next to the fire. I mean, seriously? I mean, it even made me have to meditate with a dagger out. Although in hindsight, I probably should have done that in the first place. Anywho, what will you do once you get to Lothlorien? Will you continue on in this?
she doesn't know. She's got no. She doesn't know. It seems to me like the companions have left Lothlorien, and as they've left Lothlorien, they're going to Lothlorien. I thought, like, normally, well, she doesn't know it, like, to be honest, but she thought, like, thinking rationally, she should go after the companions and maybe help them out,
What companions?
like Aragorn and the people that set out on the journey.
Sidebar here. Would Dúlintrast know Aragorn by his name, Aragorn,
No.
or would he know him?
No,
Okay.
you just know him as just another rider, like one of her
Okay,
that's what she says, companions, like one of
I
her
asked-
friends.
I asked Mullen, who's this Aragorn you speak of? He sounds
He's
important.
a ranger from the north that she has adventured with before in the past.
And what of his companions? Do you know the ones among him?
She knows of some. She doesn't know all of them.
Are there any that I would know?
Probably not.
Okay. So what will you do if you can't find?
No, she's going to have to go to Lothlorien to find out if they said where they were heading, or if they know where they were going. If not, then what she probably might do, she might do a round trip and she might head back up to Mickleborough.
What's in Mickleborough?
But you don't
Well-
tag along with me.
More, more specifically, what's in Mickleborough for you?
Well, that's her normal patrolling grounds. That's where she was told to meet Theo and Estel and Olwe.
Who told you to meet them?
Gandalf told them to meet there. Keep an eye open for these three.
Gandalf.
She
Isn't
had,
he
she had
the
a
one
piece
who
of paper. She had a piece of paper which she kind of lost, and it had the brief descriptions of these three individuals, and that they should be there round about that time, looking lost and looking for like they should be passing through. So she kept her eye open for them. She tried to find out if there were exactly those particular persons, but you know, after a little bit of a misunderstanding, she came to understand that these were the right people.
Gandalf, isn't he the one who makes fireworks?
A few people make fireworks.
Yeah, well, he does do fireworks. I remember as a
Seen
child
Estel, yeah.
watching his fireworks at one point.
Yeah, but yeah, in Middle Earth, there's a few people that can do fireworks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember him doing that at one point. I remember watching a show alongside my uncle.
He's done it before, yes.
Hmm.
He does other things as well.
A traveling peddler. Well, yeah, traveling peddler.
Hippie. Hippie man, hippie.
Hippie.
Yeah.
Hippie.
Hippie.
Yippee-ki-yay.
She'll probably end off going going to Lothlorien, finding out like the state of play, like who's still in, how is everybody doing, where they're heading, all that kind of stuff, and then probably end off like riding north again. I don't know. She says she doesn't know yet. At the moment, things have taken a wild twist. She didn't expect herself to find herself on the plains of the Anduin.
The Anduin is a nice river to follow.
It's a big river to follow.
Hmm.
It goes out to the sea.
Yep.
She's
I'm well
not
aware.
going to sea.
I'm well aware of where the Anduin goes. I've travelled the Anduin before.
Yeah, she's not going to sea.
Yeah.
Says it goes right past. It goes right past Mordor.
Well, that is a problematic thing. So if you can't find them and after you've done your stint in Mickleborough, where will you go after that?
She doesn't know. What she might do is she might do a round trip and try and meet up with some of the other Duodin.
Will you ever meet up with your brother again?
She might. Hopefully they'll have some news of him in Lothlorien. She might do a round trip and she might end up back at Rivendell. Back over to Erebor or something like that.
I wouldn't mind going through in Madras at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of it being a nice place before.
She says, yeah, it's nice if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. Still don't understand why Estel was doing that. It has me unnerved.
Oh, maybe she liked the feel of your shirt.
From the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do me a favor and just make sure she's asleep?
Why wouldn't we do make sure she's asleep?
Because I don't like the idea of her being anywhere
I'm
near me.
supposed to go over there and say, excuse me, are you asleep? Well,
Well, just go over to her tent and peek in and see if she's asleep.
I'm going over there and seeing if she's asleep. If she's not asleep, we'll find out in the morning. We'll ask her tomorrow morning, did you sleep well? If she says no, then we know she wasn't asleep.
Oh my god.
Oh. I still think she's untrustworthy. It wasn't too fond of her to begin with, and now after that, it doesn't paint her in a very good light for me.
So you don't trust her, we get that.
Yep. So tell me more about this Aragon.
What do you know about him?
Well, where did he come from?
He came from some nomadic tribe in the north.
Has
Spent
he-
most of his time growing up in Rivendell. Beyond that, he doesn't really speak a lot about about his parents.
Is he a tall man? A short man?
He's tallish.
Fair hair?
Did he what? Fair hair?
Yeah.
No, he's not. Rohans tend to have fair hair. He's Duodin. He tends to have dark hair.
You like trying to do a chat up line or something for him?
No, he's just like trying to get like a
Are you like a
picture.
dating service?
Yes.
No, he's trying
He's
to
a
get
ranger.
like a picture in his
He's
head.
a dark-haired ranger from the north. He spent most of his life in the north. He grew up in Rivendell. He kind of like
Why did he grow up among the elves?
had something to do with his clan or his tribe being attacked by the Witch King of Agmar. And they kind of disbanded. They were looking for somewhere safe, like they were refugees, looking for somewhere to stay, and Elrond allowed them to stay.
That's strange.
Well, he's fairly
Why would-
normal.
No. Like, why would the Witch King attack one particular?
Oh, the Witch King
nomadic
he
tribe?
wasn't just attacking one place. He was attacking like numerous places in Erebor. Yeah, that's why the area is littered with so many ruins. Like
That makes
Weathertop and places like that, you know? It's like, it's just fortresses of just ruin at the moment. There used to be 3 magnificent kingdoms there, but the Witch King kind of sought to end that.
After that, I don't know much about the Witch King. My uncle never really told me many stories of him and the
Yeah,
other Dark Riders.
Dark Rider, leader of the Dark Rider, creepy dude. Bit like that one we left in Dol Guldur, only worse.
Speaking of Dol Guldur, we mentioned earlier about the place that we went to before Dol Guldur where we found that diary, or Theo or Estel found the
Yeah,
diary.
the Citadel.
Yeah. There was a frozen figure in the Citadel. Do you have any further insight about what that could
The
be?
frozen figure?
Yeah,
There wasn't a frozen figure in the Citadel.
yes it was. On one of the floors there was a frozen sarcophagus. Or
No,
glass.
Dol Guldur.
Was that in Dol? Okay, well in Dol Guldur, the frozen figure.
Yeah.
Any ideas on what or who that could be?
Yeah, could be anybody. Either reminiscent elf magic had frozen him, or some kind of crazy dark magic had frozen them. Either way, it didn't look good for the guy in the ice.
Do you think it could be a ward of some kind upon the room?
Well, you have to ask yourself, what would it take to freeze a person in a sarcophagus like that? If you just wanted to kill him, they'll just kill him. But why would they go to the trouble of putting him in an ice sarcophagus?
To protect something.
Protect something, or to like kind of somebody they couldn't deal with at that time, probably wanted to deal with them later on, just like kind of keep them locked up.
Yeah.
In places like that and people like that, what they do is they just want rid of people, they'll just kill you. They won't waste the effort and put you into a nice coffin.
Maybe it could be a possibility that the person they put in there couldn't be killed.
Yeah, well, better just leave him in the coffin then.
Do you think it's worth talking to the lady of the Galadriel about that man? Or creature?
I'm
Do you think she might know what it is?
I think knowing the elves, they're probably already aware of us being here, and they're probably already aware of us coming to them.
Well, that is certainly true.
You just spent most of the evening talking about how Lady Galadriel can see into the future. So they know we're coming.
She could be listening to our conversation, even as we, well, not listening,
I
but
don't
she
think
could
she'd
be
be
aware of our
listening,
conversation
but she might
as we
be-
speak.
I don't think she'd be aware of our conversations, or maybe listening as such, but they know that we're on our way.
I still think it might be worth asking her about the man in the, well, the thing in the sarcophagus, and what it is. I'm very curious about that. It's one of the things that bugged me about Dumbledore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that and the indoor plumbing, but
No plumbing.
always leave them on a joke.
She doesn't like fortresses or cities or places with busy people. She likes it out here in the wilderness where nobody can see her come and nobody can see her go, and she can just move from one region to another without having to pass through city gates and things like that. Then she prefers it that she just stays on the land.
I understand that feeling. There's nowhere more. I feel nowhere. I feel more at home in the trees than anywhere else.
Well, that's normal. Most elves are like that. It's like dwarves. They spend their lives underground. They don't like to be above ground in the daylight.
Well, before we wake Theo and Zabi, I feel like going for a small walk. Do you mind just keeping an eye on the campsite?
Small walk?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Along the riverbank?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
I won't be long.
Okay.
Okay. I go for a walk along the riverbank.
Okay. Any particular direction?
No.
Upstream.
Downstream.
Okay.
To the party of orcs.
Oh my god.
No, not that stupid.
Okay, so you wandering off.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, and that. Take a look, take a look, take a look.
You fucking dare.
Take a look.
If it's Estel's bag, it's in her tent, isn't it? There's no way anyone leaves their bag outside.
Yeah.
Is 35 plus.
35, 15. What's your perception, Zellie?
Oh my god.
My perception.
Yeah.
5.
Oh,
5.
I'm not-
Is it
45.
five?
It's not 5.
45.
What's on your character?
40.
40.
Is it 40? I thought it was 45.
Ah, yeah.
Oh no, wait, mine's 45.
Yeah, yours is
Yes.
45.
God. 40. So that's 72. I'm going to look this one up because it's close. 72.
Oh god.
Let's have a look. Da-da-da. Oh, there we go. 72.
You steal it and never give it back, I'll never forgive you.
I don't even know what it is I'm doing. You don't even know that it's a stealth tent that I went into?
Well, you can't have got into my tent.
No. There's
Well, I suppose
still
you could've
another tent.
Well,
There's
it's
still
something
another
with my
tent.
perception, so it's in my tent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does make sense.
I mean, Wispa wouldn't said otherwise, so.
I just picked a person at random, but there you go.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no, no,
that
no, no, no.
would be
It's not that in particular thing that I'm trying to do. It's what's later written in the message. Wispa. That's my goal.
I'm just gonna rub my hand on
Yeah,
your
that's what
belly
I'm
button.
saying. Yeah, I assume you're trying to do this without her knowledge.
Well, personally, at this point, I don't really care whether it's her knowledge or not.
Oh, okay.
They'll swipe your dagger across.
Oh, that's a good roll, actually.
35, yeah. Okay. 1 second. Okay, Dúlintrast, you do have a small piece of paper in your fingers.
Okay.
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 However, I've just passed some information on to Estel as well, so Estel is aware of you holding that piece of paper.
Okay.
I'm just staring at Dúlintrast.
Oh my god.
Okay, is there like a table or anything? And
No, there's no table. There's no table.
You're in my
no.
tent! Fuck off!
Okay,
I think he means paper table.
okay, so I'm pretty sure I have
Table.
charcoal pencil on me.
What?
You can always use like the charcoal from the fire.
I have one!
I use a piece of charcoal that I have
Uh-huh.
to write something on said paper,
Okay.
and then I just put it back down. I put the paper back down and leave the tent.
Okay. Estelle, you're watching him do this.
So I'm going to send to Zellie, or Estel, I should say, what I'm writing on the paper,
Yes.
if I can find it.
If you can find it.
If
Oh.
he leaves with anything of mine, I will stop him. But if he puts it back, then I won't touch him. I'll just look at him.
He's a weird person.
That's basically what I put on that small piece of paper and then leave.
Yeah, dead.
Leave. Get wrecked.
Oh god. You two are nightmares, seriously.
As soon as he leaves my tent, I go look what he done to my stuff.
Okay. As you can say, all you see is that he's taking a piece of paper, he's graffitied all over it, and he's put it back.
And he
And
leaves
then
my
left.
tent, and I just get up, half get up,
Beat
and
the crap out of him.
beat the crap out of him.
No.
And scravenge to my stuff.
Okay, scrubbage through your stuff, it's all there.
Obviously, I look away, put back as well.
But yes, but you've also acquired a graffiti piece of paper as well.
Oh, I should actually put alongside that the following message. Estelle with that, and she's looking at that. I immediately go to Theo's tent and wake him up.
For some reason, you hear her sneeze going,
Okay.
So,
Both of you wake up.
I'm
It
up.
is-
I'm up.
It is freezing cold outside. It is freezing. The fire is still going, but
I
it
stick my
is-
head out the tent and that's it.
you stick your head up the tent. Yeah, it is dark.
Nicer in here.
It's dark. It is
Oh, God.
freezing outside.
what's my tent like though?
Yours is a
It's
regular tent.
Cold. Yeah, mine's a regular tent, so it's freezing.
It's to be freezing, yes.
Yeah. Oh, cold. I keep forgetting.
I will start getting
Is that-
myself ready.
Yeah, Zabi comes out of her
Okay.
tent and just
Yeah,
like rubs her
Morwen.
arms more.
And Nostriel has taken her place up next to the fire. Morwen has gone back to sleep.
Okay. Oh.
Right, let's sit outside with you. How's the fire looking?
It could
Do I
do
need
with,
to go and stoke it?
yeah, it
Should
might
I
need a
take
bit of a
more?
stoke. Yeah, it might need an extra couple of logs on if you want to keep
I
it
say
burning
to-
over for
yeah.
breakfast.
I say to Zabi, look, I'll go quickly go and grab some more bits of wood and... Or did we bring enough? I mean,
Would
we
have
have-
to keep it
Okay.
going?
yeah, I would have thought we would have brought enough. So, I would've-
Yeah,
Through
you
the
guys
night,
kind of did, so.
Oh,
so we're stoked the fire. That's fine. And so we'll sit down. We'll do our little watch now.
Mm.
Yeah, put the paper back into my diary and go to bed again.
I turned to Zabi quickly and I was like,
Mm.
did you have a good enough sleep? Feel fully rested?
More or less apart from the frickin' sneeze. But I'm good. Whisper, can I do a perception check of our surroundings and further on if possible?
yeah, you can
Ju-
check out
just-
the
ju-
lay of the land. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah, do roll lay of the land.
Lay of the land.
oh, that'll be fine. I'll keep that. 57. What do I plus that to?
Perception. Perception.
Perception is 60, so
Yeah, everything looks calm. Everything looks quiet. You can't see any like anybody approaching the camp or anything like that.
Okay. So that my total would have been like, was it like 117 then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
So
Yeah, you don't
everything's
perceive
okay.
Everything looks fine. Yes. Because it's in the later part of the night now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about you then, Theo?
Well, I had a good rest. Yeah, pretty good.
Mhm.
Slept like a log.
I'm not surprised. And I'm more or less used to this kind of thing.
What thing? Sleeping.
Camping out. Yeah,
Oh,
camping
yeah.
out.
So am I. It's good. I enjoy it.
It's good.
It is. It's good.
So,
Times.
So
I'm
what's
still-
with you then, Zabi? What is your deal? What are you running from? You always say you're running from your family. You don't want anything to do with your family. This bracelet is precious to you. What's your deal? What's your story? We've got a little bit of time to kill. Tell me about yourself.
okay. I don't know if you will believe me or not, but give it a shot. Zabi looks at her bracelet, just thinking about it. I'm basically, like I mentioned before in Dumbledore, a runaway. And my family is not pleased of my turn of choice.
Why are you a runaway then?
Because I didn't want to live a life of being corrupted. My family, obviously, as you can see as myself, a bunch of hobbits, are gamblers, secret gamblers, and information brokers. We do the line of training of obviously sneaking about and try our best to gather as much information as possible.
Spy work.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's useful, but there are times when you like it, and there are times where it just gets a bit too much. In my family's case, would be the too much of being a greedy buggers. Bunch of greedy buggers. Which is why, for me, she shakes her bag of coins. I have this much money on me. This much coin.
You must be good at your job if you'll be able to get that much. Or does it mean that every information you find is always worth a lot?
Anybody with the highest bid will get that information. That's how we exchange our information. That's how we live our merry life, you could say. Some do a bit of gambling work and stuff like that as well, so I did not want to live my life under that, honestly. I still wanted to help out by gathering information, but not the way that some were doing it. Especially a corrupted kind, like working for very shady people.
That's understandable. I mean, there are people that would always kill for information, and then there are people that would survive with information.
In my case,
You should go speak to the king in Rivendell one day. Go and meet him. He might be able to have some work, because Ori is like
a scout as well.
yeah, pretty much like a scouty, saboteur-y thing. And she was a bit of a bad girl in her past, she said, and she went there to do a new start almost. So if you're looking for a new start, that'd be a place to look.
As long as it's not near Bree, I would be happy. But my life is not going to get any easier.
Bree.
Yeah.
Is that where my horses were taken?
Yeah.
Were.
I
And
One
what
of
journey
them,
is
at least.
there?
think that's where, yeah, that's pretty sure that's where one of my horses is, or was.
Oh, really now?
Yes. I'll have to pop to Bree one day to make sure it's not there. Well, actually, to be honest, I've got to go back to Rivendell to collect everything, and then it has, as long as everything's arrived. If not, I have to go and find it all.
That's understandable. That's understandable. But for me, I am just going to get chased until I'm dead.
Who is it? Your family that are chasing you? Is it?
Family that have hired a couple of people just basically want to take me back and kill me. That's all I know.
Have you got information on them that's like corrupted to them or something? Or, like, you know,
Apart from,
like, find
I'm
sanctuary.
guessing from Zabi's perspective, because she like left there when she was about like 20s or so. So, would she know of any information from back then if they were exchanging it to enemies and stuff?
Mm.
Would she know Wispa around that point?
Yeah, yes, you know.
Well, I guess there were some exchanges to some, I don't know, maybe mercenaries in black or something like that. Maybe the odd orcs, but I don't know. It's just, as time went on, and she gets out one of the coins, playing with it with her fingers, doing a bit of trickery. I've noticed before I actually left that place that they began to kind of look paler, look greedier, look like, I don't know, something that I would never seen in a Hobbit. Like, they were craving for something. They wanted to keep at this and all that. And for me, I thought for the best is obviously to take some of the family's earnings, which is hence why I've got this amount, and the family's prize possession, which is this bracelet.
That's the family's prized possession.
Well, it's an heirloom,
Do you
basically.
not think that's probably what they're hunting for you for?
I'd rather not anybody get this heirloom, to be honest. It is passed down from generation, you could say. And I thought it might be a good idea to take it away from...
Can I ask if it's got magical properties to it then?
I think in one of my little stories, Wispa, she did get this checked out, didn't she? The bracelet.
Yeah.
Well, my bracelet, and I did get this checked out by someone, enhances my perception more.
Yes, you know, if I owned something like that, I think I would chase the person who took it as well. I think you're always going to be having to look over your shoulder now, but you can probably find good places to live, like Lothlorien, maybe. I don't know much about Lothlorien, to be honest. Or there's like Rivendell.
Yeah. As long as I can still hide myself somewhere, then I can survive maybe another few years.
How old are you now, then? If you don't mind me asking. You can tell me nothing. You don't have to tell me your age.
I'm going to say this first, Theo,
Women's
because
prerogative.
you should never ask a lady her age.
I'm well aware of that.
But since you're curious, I am actually 29, so I am a year younger of being an adult.
Adults for hobbits are 30, are they?
Correct?
Oh.
And I left my home when I was about like 22, 24.
Yeah, so you've been on the road a few years.
Yeah, this is why I know how to put up tents and all that. Heck, I even had to sneak around the streets sometimes just to get what I need. Hence of what happened in the Wolf Rat.
Probably could have chose your target better though.
Yeah, too true on that. So, I know I asked you this in Doggle, but what's your story and how did you get into this mess?
Well, I was travelling to a place called Farbard, and they had a curfew.
Really?
The curfew was you had to get indoors between a certain time, and I had, I'm not from Farbard, I'm from Rohan, and travelling through there, I meant I had to stop. So I stopped, went to a bar. Estel was one of the waitresses. It wasn't a bar, it was like an inn, like a rustic pub. Not a very nice one, one of the lower class ones, I would say.
Okay. So that's roughly when more or less both you and Estel met then, I'm guessing.
Yeah, not knowing that I was going to spend like an entire month almost with her, or actually, to be honest.
Okay.
It sort of just went downhill from there. I lost my stuff. A person came who was looking for the people who took my stuff. So we agreed to take them back to where they said they were going to meet up with that person. So I could get my stuff from them. Now I was thinking, okay, they're going to meet up with this person it was actually in Rivendell. So we travelled to Rivendell to meet up with this person, who then didn't have my stuff because they said, oh no, we put it back where we got it from. We sent it back to Farbard. But they had asked us to do something for them, and I had sort of made a request if they can get all my stuff back to Rivendell, I would do that thing for them. So this is where going to the king under the hill came in. They wanted us to deliver a message to him, so that's what we did. We were his personal pigeons because he didn't want the message to get intercepted.
Understandable.
Myself, Orwee, and Estel started making our journey here, but to there. We had to take a few different routes, meeting up with Morin on the way. It was also sent by the person who stole my cart. It was nice that they're looking out for us as well, but it still means I've now travelled from bloody there to here. So, I mean, that's my story. So, nothing much. Just say I'm originally from Rohan, so I'll probably be going back home soon. Get all my stuff and head home. It's been a while since I've been back.
It's kind of funny, actually. Just some stuff like that just brings some people together.
It was working together to complete the single goal, as in not really caring what happened to her at the time. I care a little bit now. I care a fair bit, actually, now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like everything's gone downhill. Get back on with my own life again. I've got stuff to do. I've got nothing to do, but I want to go get my horses and travel back to Rohan.
That is understandable. For you, you've got a place to go back to. For me, I feel like I can't. I don't have a place to go back to.
I haven't been to Rohan for nearly 4 or 5 years now, so...
Really?
Yeah, it'd be quite good to see what's happened. As I say, I've also been travelling for a while.
Yeah.
I spent a fair bit of my time actually with some dwarves. So,
You speak dwarf language?
I do. They were the ones who taught me.
Funny enough. So do I.
Oh, well, I know.
Though, for me, I did have to learn some other tricks. Like picklocking as well. I was trained by 2 other people. One person like yourself. Not as, well, your class, I guess. But basically a scout rogue as myself. And another was Elvin.
Oh, right. This person, was he dark-haired or was he light-haired? Was he like a Rohirrian or was he like a ranger of the north?
I would say neither, to be honest. He was elven. I know this for a fact.
But you said there was one like me, a human and elf.
Well, a human, yes. Female.
Female human.
Yeah. Who knew tricks of the trade of kind of thieving and scatting.
You know her name?
I've actually written this down on my iPad.
iPad? What is this?
Out of character, you muppet.
Zabi brings up a wooden tablet
Shut up.
carved on the back of a bark.
Her name was Swift.
Swift.
Yeah,
Never
because she
heard
was
of her.
quite quick on her feet. Yeah. So basically, I learned both traits from Swift and who did I name the elf?
Where did you meet?
Sneakler.
Sneakler.
Don't ask. I met those two when I was actually running away from the couple of people that were quote unquote hunting me down.
Yeah. Whereabouts did you meet them there? Like what area of sort of thing? You know, world.
To be honest, I don't remember. It was such a long time ago.
That's fair enough.
But thanks to those two, I've learned quite a bit from them. Being quick on my feet and easily picklocking things. Sure, not everything will go perfect, but it's helped me ever since.
Mm. Yeah, fair enough.
And
I stoked the fire a little bit more.
and for Sneaklock, he didn't like some of my quotes that I said to him and just gave me a smack behind the head. One time calling him an old geezer. Because I didn't actually know that he was that old. I wonder how they're doing, now that I think about it.
There's probably many people that you've met on your travels that you just haven't really thought about.
Yeah,
Maybe someone that you can ever go back to.
maybe. Maybe. A part of me thinks that they're still about somewhere, but don't know exactly where.
Who knows? Maybe in the future you might find them again. You might meet them on the road again somewhere.
I should hope so, unless some news has happened with them, and unfortunately I might not be able to see them again. So there could be the possibility they're alive, there could be the possibility that they're dead, but I don't want to think of the negatives, just hope.
But I think maybe for the next half an hour we keep quiet and just keep an eye on the surroundings for a little while.
Oh, and Theo,
Yes.
my surname, and you should be wary on this as well, the surname that you should be wary is Nibblefeet. If you hear a surname like that,
Nibble.
Nibble. Yes, Nibblefeet. Don't ask why. It's cool. It's Nibblefeet.
Not nimble.
Okay.
So my full name is Zabi Nibblefeet. But if you hear
Nimble.
us,
Okay.
Nibble.
Nibblefeet,
Nimble or nibble? As in you bite?
she does a motion of like biting.
Ah, yeah. Nibble.
Yeah,
Oh, it is
Okay.
nimble.
it is nibble. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was nimble.
No, I did say Nimblefeet, but apparently it's Nibblefeet. So
Okay. I will keep my ears.
yeah, just
Open,
keep your ears
make
out
sure.
if you just keep your ears out if you like.
If I ever encountered anyone asking about you, I will say you died.
Either that or a family member might be about. So be wary and try your best to not to get too close to them.
No worries.
Be quite persuasive and sneaky.
No worries. I'm quite stubborn.
You and me both.
Then Theo does a little motion to his lips, like shh noise, and we just
She nods.
sit. We sit for like half an hour, just quietly. listen to their surroundings.
Yeah,
Crickets?
she nods as her emotion saying, okay, basically. Anything? Whisper?
Hmm?
We're listening for half an hour if anything's changed.
No, there's nothing changed. It's still fairly quiet. Just backing now.
I was kind of just doing it just for the atmosphere.
No,
You
nothing's
ass.
changed. Like I say, the water's still going past. There's no boats. There's nothing approaching you on land.
I'll take a little walk around after my half an hour of silence.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll just do a little patrol around the edge of the campsite.
You can see there's no one sleeping.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
make sure everyone's in their locations.
Nostriel's kind of like that. You can't tell if she's meditating or sleeping or just lying perfectly still with her eyes shut, looking up at the stars. Dúlintrast is there as well,
There's only this little bedroll.
and you can't really see what Estel is doing. She's in a tent. But, yeah, everything seems to be fairly quiet. It's just been one night of peace and quiet. With the exception of
Quiet, I agree with. The peace, not so much.
Estel trying to fumble her way into Dúlintrast's shirt.
Is it like getting daytime almost then, or?
It's coming up to daytime, yes. It's very cold, it's very chilly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Oh,
see the
snug.
sun just starting to... The moon's going down, the moon's heading down. And the sun is just starting... The first rays of the sun is starting to just creep onto the horizon.
Oh, nice.
I will turn to Zabi and I say, if you want to catch another few hours shy, you're more than welcome to. I'll sit around here for a little while longer.
You sure?
Yeah. Looks like everyone's pretty much fast asleep. There's no one around. It's coming up the morning, so we'll all be waking up soon.
Yeah, I guess I could use a little bit more sleep. Just a little bit more. I go back to sleep for like another hour or two.
Okay.
Not too long, so just an hour or two. Does my hit points go back to full health now or no?
Yes, all your hit points and all power points are all restored back to normal.
Sweet.
So if Theo's still awake, he's just sitting down. He's got to sit on the bank.
You're all on the riverbank. At the moment, there's only Theo that's still awake. It won't be long before the rest of you all be awake.
Yeah.
I start to stir.
I make sure I get enough wood and all that to keep the fire going anyway.
Mhm.
I start to stir and I kind of like notice the old moving wood.
Hmm.
Morning wood.
Morning wood.
I don't think my 5 arrows are of use no more, are they?
Your 5 arrows?
Yeah, because I used them as kind of skewers for the mushrooms.
Skewers,
didn't
yeah,
I?
they wouldn't be much good.
Yeah, okay, so that's another 5 arrows lost.
So yeah, I'll just get some more wood and that, get ready, put it near the fire, keep the fire going.
You are...
And then sitting by the bank.
Yeah, so you grab a few more pieces of driftwood from the riverbank, and a few more extra twigs and logs and things like that, and you start steadily piling them back onto the fire. The fire, it's still lit, it's still incredibly hot, still warm. And yes, you just make sure that there's enough on there to keep it going for at least another couple of hours.
Yeah. And while I'm looking in the river, can I see if there's any fish?
Any fish?
Yeah. I want fish for breakfast, so is there any fish?
Any fish? Yeah, you'd imagine there'll be like several hundreds of thousands of fish in this river, but how are you going to get the fish?
Well, I have a pole arm and I know how to make fish poles.
Fish hole.
Fishing poles.
Fish holes where you
Fish.
like put a load of stones into like a fun
Or
bin.
are you going to try and like...
Pretty much did what I did last time when I had my
Okay,
other
you
river.
you definitely do it right on the edges of the river.
Oh, yeah, it'd be on the corner of it. I wouldn't go right in the middle. It'd just be it'd be a funnel
Okay,
system.
it'll
almost.
take you a little while to actually build these fish holes. This is, I mean, on a stream, it's not so bad, but on a fast-moving big river,
Yeah, well, I'm going to go into the edge of it. I'm
it'll
not saying-
take
That's
a little
why I
while.
see if
Yeah.
there's any major fish coming near. I'm going to go try
There's no
it. if I
major.
see it.
There's no. Obviously, in the deep, fast-flowing water, there will be some massive fish, yes, but there is some small kind of like spratlings and things like that, on the edges of the river.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to try to catch some fish, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while he's doing that, I can wake up and stretch a little. Well, not wake up as such, but I come out of my meditation and stretch a little.
Okay. Yeah, your meditation, you're stretching, you're like arching your back, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I also kind of like pat myself down just to make sure I have everything.
You actually have what you had the night before.
Good. And then I head off towards the riverbank to see what Theo's up to.
Yeah, go over and you can see Theo's moving like quite large boulders, and he's building himself. Not too sure if he's trying to build a bridge or if he's trying to build a jetty. But if he's got any intention of actually building a bridge, it's going to take him years to get across to the other side. But he seems to be carrying very large boulders and then carrying like about a foot into the water, then dropping them.
I kind of call over to him and say, there's not much point on making a bridge if that's what you're doing.
Oh, why is that?
Well, it would take you years to get across.
Best to start early then.
Also, I think enemies might break it.
Oh, I don't care if they break it. It's not a bridge.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm
I
going
say this as I rub my eyes a little.
to catch a little. Well, I'm hoping to try to catch some fish, and this is like a little funnel for the fish to get swooped into. And when they're in this bit, it's easier for me to actually try to catch them.
Can I watch?
How can I watch? Yeah.
You can help.
Zabi wakes up.
What a
That was
noise.
Zabi working up, was it? Christ.
Yeah. She's just like getting up and stretching her arms up and going, then just crawls out saying, "What's going on?"
I think we're further away from the tents to not make too much noise.
Okay, well,
Right,
Zabi's
okay.
kind of waking up. Nostriel is awake. Morwen is trying to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm awake but laying
Okay.
in my tent still.
You're awake, but you're still in your tent. You are awake. You just lie down still in your tent.
Mm.
It is morning. You can tell it's morning.
Yeah. Yeah, Zabi like gets out of the tent and just did like a few little jumps on the spot
Mhm.
just to get her body going, basically. She does like about 5 of these. So
Okay. So Zabi
5
wakes
of
up.
these, but that's enough.
yeah, she's doing that and she's gonna straight away take her tent down.
Okay. You start. Zabi wakes up, does a lot of stretching in the morning, and then sets about dismantling her tent.
Okay, it sounds like someone else is awake up there now.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
Why did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm down in the river.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
I'm
don't
just
know.
hearing
if you know.
I'm hearing ruffling now.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
they're awake.
Is there anyone else awake? Or
Nostriel's awake. Morwen is slowly pulling herself around. Estel still is awake, but she's still inside the tent.
how's my fishing?
You're fishing. You're still moving these boulders into like off the riverbank into the middle of the river. Wait, not in the middle of the river, but on the edge of the river.
Damn you guys! Why'd you wake up so early?
You're taking them kind of like you're taking a step, and you're up to your knees in water. Then you're putting it down and trying to build this kind of like small, I don't know, like offshoot sluice thing.
Yeah. Well, if I stay in the water, like if I go to waste it, before I go in the water, I would make sure to take everything off that I need to keep dry. Okay, because I don't want to be standing around in wet clothes. I would make sure
Yeah, you're only going in as far as up to your knees.
Okay, well, I would still take my boots off.
Oh, you take your boots off, okay.
It's probably really cold though, isn't it?
it's cold water. It's icy water. This water, it comes in from. I mean, it's the longest river, one of the longest rivers in known Middle Earth. But a lot of its tributaries come down from the Misty Mountains.
I take my boots off, but I leave my trousers on.
Okay, it's icy water. It's really cold. It's a cold morning, and as I said, the water flow. The water flow is it comes down from the Misty Mountains.
Yeah.
So it is cold water. It's also this is the same water that actually flows past Mickleborough as well. Yeah.
Yeah. If I stay in the water, like say, just above my knee height, can I see any of the fish in the middle-ish? Like, can I see fish near me?
You can see you catch sight of the odd fish that like they're not massive. They're only about the size of your hand. That are swimming past. Obviously further into the middle of the water, but in the middle of the water it's going to be like a couple of 100 feet out.
Right.
There'll be bigger fish.
Yeah. Would the polearm, like, if I see anything, would the polearm be able to catch it? Like, would I be able to stab it with the polearm, or is it, in a way, the blade is not able to skewer a fish?
It's very cumbersome. It's heavy. It's also offset. It's not like it's not perfectly balanced. It's offset. So if you do take a thrash at a fish, it'd be like trying to swat a fly in the river.
Okay.
I mean, you'd only get one shot at it because the amount of impact and splashing, like of a polearm coming down on top of a fish.
Yeah, it would scatter them away,
It would
wouldn't
just
it?
scatter them. You get one shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I continue with my little.
It'd be like the equivalent of it would be like you stood in the middle of not in the middle of a river, but you stood in a river, right, with no boots on, yes, up to your knees in water, with a baseball bat, hoping to catch a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, just out of character. What is the polearm? Do you have like a spear thing or something like that?
Yeah,
Well, it's got like a blade.
It's
like
got a blade, like an axe head on one end.
Which is why I was sort of asking if it was able to use it or not. But
You could. I mean, yeah, you could. I'm just trying to
You
picture
could
of it.
try.
yeah, no, I can understand what you're on about now. Like,
Yeah.
it would be very clumsy. And
It'd be clumsy.
so
it's top
when I
heavy.
did it last time, I made a spear for it to be done, like a little sharp wooden stick.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
That's fair enough. I won't try that.
Yeah. So you'd be thrashing
Mm.
around in the water a good bit.
I want to just try to catch a fish. Normally,
Aww.
all my fish.
Theo doing this for a bit, and then as it seems like he's like starting to get ready to catch a fish, I head back up towards the camp just to deal with my bedroll.
Okay. You see him. He carries about 5 or 6 actual like large boulders into a few feet into the river.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's building some kind of like it resembles a wall or a dam or something like that.
Mm.
Okay. Then you head your way back up to the rest of the party, which are camping, or like still partially camping out kind of thing. Zabi's taking down her tent and slowly packing it away. Morwen and Nostriel are just going over their gear and making sure that's all packed neatly into the holdalls and things like that. Estel is still in her tent, and you're not sure if she's awake or not, but there's definitely no movement coming from her tent.
Okay, I just pack up my bedroll and then head back down towards the riverbank.
So you start packing up as well. Everybody else was packing up. Estelle?
I just get up and just stay for a bit in my room.
Your
in
room? Your tent?
my tent.
Your tent.
Get up. Yeah, you're
My
awake.
room.
You've laid there, and you can hear
It's
people.
my room. Don't.
People moving around outside. You can hear some packing being done. some short gossip being made.
For me, after my packing, I go and check over to Zellie. Well, not Zellie, Estel.
Estelle, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
pack that.
I go over to Estel and say,
Go up to Estelle. Her tent's
Estelle?
still there.
yeah,
I can
like,
tell you what you see when you open the tent.
well, I kind of like peek open a bit, and I'm like, Estelle, you okay? It's time to get up.
Wow, you don't even ask before you even go in. How rude.
She's female, so it's normal.
Wow.
Doesn't matter. No worries, I'm awake already.
What's taking you so long, though?
Can a girl just stay in her tent for like 5 minutes?
Okay.
You're speaking to one right now, Missy, and I don't even take 5 minutes to sort myself out. I even already put my tent away.
I just give me 5. I'll be out.
What did you even do last night?
I just like stayed in my tent for like 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. Can I just stay in my tent for 5 more minutes?
What
It's warm in here. It's cold out there.
Wait, your tent... How? My tent was not even that warm last night. And what makes yours even special than mine anyway?
Ask Theo. This is a morning question. Ask Theo. He's probably awake already.
Well, he is. He's just concentrating getting food. I think.
Yeah, bother him, not me. I'm trying to have 5 minutes.
Alright, fine, sleepyhead.
I'm busy working. Don't bother off with me.
Well, she's just going away anyway, so she just leaves Estelle be and look over to where Theo is.
I'll let Wispa describe.
Okay.
Describe.
Theo is carrying these rocks into the middle, not into the middle of the river, but about 6 feet into the river. He's up to his knees in water. He has taken his boots off, but now he's kind of working up a sweat, so he's starting to take his shirt off.
What the hell?
It is a freezing cold morning. The water's icy cold as well.
It's alright. 3.5 inches.
Will they technically know what the hell he's doing?
He seems to be moving boulders into the river.
Morning exercise.
But by his
Doing a fish
actions,
orgy.
would I know that he's actually trying to catch something?
Doing a fish orgy.
You might have an idea that he's trying to attempt to catch something, but it's a very big river.
Hmm. And he's doing it just a
It's
little
just going
part
to take
of
a
it.
long time. It's going to take a long time. Yeah, if you imagine if you were trying to do this on a stream, yeah, you could have it done in 20 minutes. But
this is not the
imagine
case.
he's trying to do.
Yeah, I'm willing to spend 3 hours onto it. That's what I thought.
Imagine
Still
he's trying to do this on the River Thames.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not as easy. It's not as
No,
easy.
yeah.
You could do it. It'll just take a long time.
Yeah, well, this is why I wanted everyone to go to sleep, and I was going to start doing this during the bit where everyone was asleep. But they all suddenly woke up when I started it. It's like,
Well, it is coming up to morning, and some of us do wake up early, so...
I suggested people get extra sleep. It's like, ugh.
Like I said, I took another hour or two. An hour or two, basically, for me, so... But everybody else just started waking up, so...
2.5 hours is probably the most I'll spend on this one. And
Yes.
then I will begin to try
2.5
to
hours.
Yeah, so I'll probably come at the last half an hour thing, so... I would like to make a perception check of the surroundings. Again.
Okay.
If there's the possible up patrol or something.
No, you can do roll, but go on.
Okay. 60 plus 60, that is 123. Yeah, just 10 more
There's
than
nothing around. The only things that are around in the near vicinity are you lot. There's nothing else around.
So no other figures from afar, no
There's
little
nobody
animals.
on a horseback. There's not much in the way of animals. I mean, there's occasional birds that like have dawn chorus kind of
Nothing
thing.
coming up or down the river then?
There's nothing coming up or down the river. There's been no boats on the river in the last in the time that you've been there.
Hmm.
Well, Theo's fishing. I ask him, how's the water, Theo?
Bit nippy, but you keep moving, it's alright.
It's a bit nippy, yeah.
After a while, everything goes numb, so you don't worry.
Oh my
I think
lord.
it's a good idea to bathe in it, or no?
A quick wash, maybe, but I wouldn't bathe in it.
I'll be peeking out my tent.
Oh my god.
Why did I know she would do that as soon as I
Hang on,
said that?
I can do something better, ready? So, I'll find out if it's cold enough to actually bathe in, and I will dive into the water. And
Oh.
Are you
I'll
serious?
Come back out. Yes.
Well, you might want to take your...
Well, I say dive. I don't dive because that's stupid. I actually walk in like one of those
well,
people
Theo,
just walking under suicide sort of thing, you know.
Theo,
Okay.
you might want to take what remains of the clothing off unless you want
Rest
that getting
is
wet.
The rest is wet.
The rest is wet.
Whatever I've got on is already wet. That's why I've taken what I
Okay,
have.
so Theo, are you walking deeper into the water?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, roll the dice.
If it's really like gusty, I'm not walking as much as I would.
No, just
Like
roll.
it-
Roll.
He's gonna slip into the river.
Could see this happening.
I wanna watch this happen.
Oh dear.
Mm.
He's
I
gonna
made
kick
sure
it.
my hair was okay, even though I don't have a comb. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh wow, I'm good.
That's amazing.
Wait, did you get a good roll?
Oh, I've got
No.
11.
11.
Oh my god.
And I peeked out at the...
Okay, you have no armor on, yes?
That's correct.
Maybe I should have been wearing
So
armor.
what's your movement maneuver for no armor?
Plus 10.
Right, you gotta get 20 or less.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh no, come on, you can do it.
20 or less.
Come on.
I saw it over.
Oh my god, yes.
I got a 7.
Yeah!
Yeah, the first few steps aren't a
Oh,
problem.
numbers are good.
Yeah, the first few steps aren't a problem. And then you seem to inadvertently stepped into what could be a hole.
I didn't think about any of that.
Okay. Okay. It comes up to your chest. Yes, you're now stood in the river with your hands up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, deja vu. This is deja vu. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it really, really cold?
It's freezing.
It's.
But there is a bonus to this.
Oh, yeah.
You found the fish.
I found this.
Oh no!
Is there any way I can try to catch the fish?
Is he wriggling?
He's freezing at the moment.
Oh god, get out
Is
of
it
the
roaring, wriggling? It is.
I haven't got the fish yet. What's up?
Yeah, you can feel the fish swimming between your legs.
Is
Oh,
there any
good.
chance I can try to take a
I thought when he
Dive
said
for
it,
it,
you
or-
found the fish.
Yeah, I found them. I know where they are.
Oh, I thought maybe what?
Is there a way I
You
can
got
try to
pervy
catch
mind,
it?
woman.
Oh!
I swear that someone's got a pervy mind right now, and it's Zellie.
What are you gonna do? You gonna try and catch the fish?
If it's... They feel around my legs and that, so...
Yeah, you can feel the fish like brushing up against your legs. You don't know how
Am
many
I
there is.
seeing this right now?
Would I have to go
No.
under to try to catch
Yes.
it? Though?
I'm like looking like where Theo is and all that.
Oh,
though, so-
well, I do that. I try to go under to catch it.
Okay,
Oh
roll.
my god.
Roll. Okay. I want my fish. Your people took my fish last time. That's a 6, so I'll keep that for whatever.
Yeah.
For whatever.
63
Okay. What's your maneuver for no armor?
plus 10.
70.
73.
Yeah, 73.
Please tell me he catches a fish and he's okay.
Oh,
Please tell
come
me
on.
he's okay.
73. 30 or less.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't watch.
Yeah, come on.
I can't watch. Jade, please tell me if it's good. I can't watch. I can't.
This
watch.
is not. I'm not going to get a low roll for this one. I don't think.
No.
Try, at least try.
37.
30.
Oh!
Okay.
No.
You go under the water. Yeah?
Yeah.
You get your hands around one of the fish. It's quite a large fish. And you bring it up out the water, but it's flapping around and it's very slippery. And it just slips out and just lets go and goes straight back in the river again.
Oh my god. Not bad, but not close either.
Shit.
Oh.
Can you describe to me why I peeked out on?
Theo stood
I don't
about
think-
15 feet in the river up to his chest. Just the water is just
Okay.
below his shoulders. And he went under the water, grabbed hold of a fish, brought it up, but with the dexterity of a walrus. He
Yeah, mate.
tried to keep a tight hold of this fish, but it resisted. It was flapping around all over the place, and it slipped off and let it go, and he dropped
And
it
we're
back in the
all
river.
seeing this.
He dropped it back in the river.
Oh no.
Well, a good chunk of us are seeing this.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing this. I know this for a fact, so.
Okay. As soon as I drop the fish, I try getting out. I go out. I get out the river. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
Okay, movement maneuver.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
That is bad. Come on, you can do it.
I'm going back
Don't
to not
look
being
into
able to
us. I knew that was gonna knock into us.
Oh, nice.
89 plus
That's
10.
So-
no armor.
Yeah, 10.
Silly, you might want to move
Right,
yourself
nine.
and Nostriel out of the river.
99 medium maneuver.
Just saying.
I
Who
know.
rolls this one? This is Lee.
Yeah, you can move him into the river.
Oh, you don't have to exactly do that.
80 or less.
Oh,
Oh,
80
nice.
or less. Okay.
Come on. That's good.
30,
That's
there
good.
you
That's
go.
good.
There you
Oh
go.
wait, that's you. That's you.
Yeah, Nostriel's purple,
Nostrils here.
not aqua.
Okay, you are out of the river, Theo.
Yay.
Your trousers are absolutely drenched. Everything
I
under your
grabbed,
trousers is absolutely
Yeah.
drenched.
I grab everything I put on the
I mean,
side and
kind
I'll
of
run
body-
to the fire.
Absolutely soaking.
I look over to Theo, seeing him like that, and I'm like, "Geez, what happened to you?
Cold! Very cold! Very cold!
Did you go in the river?"
Very cold in there.
As he's doing that, I kind of lean in towards Zabi and say, I think he was trying to fish.
Did you have a potty problem?
That doesn't surprise me,
Potty problem.
because to be honest, I might have done that once in my lifetime as well.
I will get to the fire and I will dry off as much as I can.
As he's doing that, I say, I think actually he maybe got his foot caught in a hole or something in there and then got kind of, well, the fish got kind of interested in him and he tried to catch one and it just didn't exactly work.
Given the temperature of the morning, the density of the water and the heat from the fire, it'll take you 7 hours to totally dry out.
Oh god.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's not-
you're soaking.
Oh dear.
Well, at least he's clean.
No, I'm not.
Ish.
I didn't wash. It just went in the water. That was all.
Yeah, but you'll stink a little
Your
less.
head went
than
under,
the rest
yeah,
of
head
us.
went under, yeah.
Well, technically, he has been washed by the river, so
He'll
that's
stink
all
a
I'm
little.
gonna say.
He stinks a little less than the rest of us. So that's the plus side of him going in the water.
Though, funny enough, I might have done that once in my
You know what?
lifetime.
I don't think we should wash in the river.
No duh, genius.
I closed my tent door again.
Tent door, really? Wow.
You should open the tent door, seen that, and then closed again.
Uh,
Oh dear.
Okay, close the tent door.
Feeling sorry for Theo, I take like a piece of, well, not a piece, but I take one of the sheets out of my bedroll, out of my backpack, and I put it around him and say, yeah, just stay near the fire.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think you would have benefited from my ring of water walking.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't be able to go under the water otherwise.
No, you wouldn't go into the water, but you'd be able to actually carry the rocks out onto the water much easier.
But yeah, but I wanted to catch that fish later. That's the problem I had, is going under.
So, Theo, let me get this straight. You were actually trying to fish. That's why you were putting those rocks in the water?
Yeah.
Cold.
Well, that's one odd way of fishing, I have to say.
You don't have a pole, you make do what you got.
Well, like bows and arrows.
If you want to try to catch a fish with a bow and arrow, then go my guess.
Throw my guess.
I'm not going to waste another arrow since last night, so...
Okay,
And
then.
these fish aren't in barrels either, so it's
No.
not going to be as easy as shooting a fish in a barrel.
Actually, Elle says we can get a fishing rod in Lothlorien.
I bet you could. I wanted fish for breakfast, that was all.
Well, Nosriel did actually put out some snares, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we might catch some rabbit.
Yeah, I could go for some rabbit.
Would have been nice to know.
Okay, Nostriel goes off and she says, oh yeah, I'll check those. Goes off and comes back about 10 minutes later and she has one rabbit.
That's good to know. It's better than nothing.
One rabbit. There's nothing in the other snare. The other snare is empty, but she has one rabbit.
Okay. That's fine. Best 1 out of 2 is...
Some
Okay.
conies.
Coney.
What? Okay.
Conies.
Coney. Yeah, like the elves call them rabbits.
Well,
Yeah,
we got some breakfast. So.
Since Theo took a bit of a dive and is completely literally soaking, you can have my half of the rabbit and I will go look for some, I'll go foraging for some berries or something.
For me, I'm gonna go and have a quick wash.
Try not to go as far in as Theo did.
I don't plan on drowning.
Good luck. Well, sorry, good on you.
I go by the river, just dipping my feet in at first, just not too deep, but just enough
It's not too deep for the first like 5 or 6 feet.
Mhm.
Then after that, it gets considerably deep.
Okay, I will only go up to around my knees, so
Oh well, that's like the first like 3 feet in.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
Because I
that's
am
it.
a shorty, remember? So
No, it's like 3 feet in. That's it.
yeah.
It's icy cold. Yeah, it is like yeah. When you do actually see your feet again and bring your feet out, being a hobbit, your feet are red.
And numb.
Yeah, they're really really cold.
Right, okay, that's fine. It just for Zabi, she just needs to have like a feeling that she's still here, obviously, still about. So
Oh yeah, she's cold. Her feet are freezing.
Hmm.
I'm guessing my feet would be rather cold as well, considering
Yeah.
I'm wearing
So
zellie
basically,
sandals.
for Zabi, she did like wash herself and just got her hair wet a bit more and stuff like that. Not too much with the water, but just enough that she feels more or less clean. So.
Yeah. But she's fine. Yeah, it's just the water is really really cold. Really really cold.
Is the river always this cold?
Yeah.
Must be different from the last time I actually went by a river. So.
What's the temperature difference between the inside my tent and outside?
your tent's climatized to the halls of
Yeah.
Rivendell. So,
Mhm. Sorry.
most precisely, the Hall of Fire.
Speaking of
Quite warm.
which, I asked Theo. So Estelle was being a sleepyhead, and she still wants to stay in her tent. What's up with?
Not a bad idea.
No, I'm just
Can I
curious.
ask-
What is so special about the tents? Because for me, my tent is just, well, plain.
Can I ask very quickly? Would it be warmer in the tent or by the fire for me? What would you feel?
It will be warmer in the tent.
Okay.
It'll be warmer in the tent. Yes.
Yeah, because even if you're trying to heat up the front of you, the back of you is freezing to death.
Yeah. So, seriously, what's up with your tents, basically?
They're climatized to Rivendell, and I go in my tent.
It's
Get her up when you
yeah,
wanna.
It's about 17 to 18 degrees inside your tent.
Wait, what? They're magic?
At the moment, it's
That
like
was all you get from Theo.
2 or 3 degrees outside.
I go by Zellie's tent and ask, not Zellie's, sorry, Estelle's tent and like, say, just saying, Estelle, is it okay if I can come in?
Oh, thank God! I was gonna yell at you, be like, "Ah, I'm there!" No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's fine.
I go in.
Oh, I'm not decent. No, you're fine.
Yeah. So basically I open like the tent curtain thing and go inside because I did ask first, so
As soon as you go inside, it feels like you're inside a room or inside a house, not like climate wise.
yeah.
It's warm. It's about 15, 16 degrees. Whereas outside it's around about 2 or 3 degrees.
What the hell? Estelle, you need to explain to me. Are yours and Theo's tents, are they magic?
Well, the elves made it.
So it is magic.
Probably.
While that conversation goes on, I want to take my trousers off, wring them out outside, and then bring them back in. Because I just realised I've gone into a dry tent with wet clothes on.
You have, yes.
So I want to try to take them off inside the tent.
Okay.
Just open the door, just wring them out outside, and then bring them back in.
Okay.
I say to Estelle, you guys are well damn lucky. I wish I had a tent like this.
Well, lucky that the elves made it for us.
Yeah, well, for me, I've just got one plain ordinary tent that I survive on the climate changes, so...
Well, we aren't going to send you on any adventure without any provisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for Zabi, it's a different scenario. She doesn't have like a magic tent like Theo and Estelle do, so...
Oh, we never
At least Zabi has a freaking tent.
Yeah, but not as unique as Estelle's and Theo, so...
What was I doing?
Who's whistling?
That was me getting your attention. The first whistle, but the second one's either
Me.
zellie.
Okay.
I'm the one sleeping on the ground. I'm the one roughing it next to the fire in between a tent when somebody's not trying to put their hand in my shirt.
Wait, what?
I don't have a tent at all.
Are you saying that in character?
No,
I peek out of Estelle's tent. I'm like, no, not the I don't have a tent part. Someone did what?
No, I wasn't saying that as character. I was saying that as me. You know,
Well, it's no
I'm
fun then, is it?
clarifying.
Right.
That
Sorry, I thought you
doesn't
were saying.
That's
the,
what I was asking. Are you saying
No.
it in character?
No.
That's no fun.
Okay, pulling that
Ellen-
back.
No,
Pulling
no,
that back,
because-
Zabi.
Dúlintrast literally does like rough it. He doesn't give a crap.
Yeah. Okay.
So actually, yeah, I was off collecting forage foraging.
Yeah, you're
Foraging,
foraging
yeah.
for like berries and
and
stuff.
mushroom.
The day seems to be surprisingly cold. It's like 2 degrees outside. The wind is blowing, and it seems to be coming down off mountains.
I think my trousers are going to stay wet pretty much the entire day then, aren't they?
Unless you have a spare pair.
Nope.
You should have got a spare pair.
I did have a spare pair.
What happened to it?
You little...
What happened to it?
What happened?
It's currently with everything else that I own.
Oh!
Along with the spare cloak, spare top, spare tent, spare bedroll, 50-foot of rope. Everything I own.
Oh my god.
I should have laughed that loud.
Too late for that now.
But yeah,
Anyway.
it's turning really, really cold. There's some clouds coming down in off the mountains, and it is really, really cold, and the river itself is very icy.
Right. So
Oh. But it's not winter yet, is it? What, is it winter yet?
Coming, it's not unheard of for it to snow, but winter is certainly on its way.
Winter's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, winter's on its way.
Winter is coming.
Get to the wall.
Get to Lorien.
I'm still with Estel and her tent at the moment. So
You hear Nostra say that.
Yeah, you hear Nostriel say that. There could well be some snow on the way.
I poke out of Estel's tent and say, well, we better get a meal in soon and get on moving then, because I do not want to be staying in one place for too long.
Is breakfast ready yet?
You're asking. I look at Estel.
Breakfast is not
Really?
going to be a lot.
Wow, it depends who's cooking.
Depends who's
Who's cooking?
Depends who's cooking.
Theo's not leaving his tent now, he's in it.
If only we had a pot.
Oh my god.
I would so do it.
I think all of us are.
You did it before.
I don't know anymore. Look, we just need to do the best with our cooking and just eat as much as we can.
Who's doing the cooking?
Really? Is this
Yeah.
Morwen or Nostria?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's me, the game master, saying who's going to do the cooking.
Oh, right, okay.
No one has dipped. I'm just there in my tent like,
I
"Who's
did last
cooking?
night to
Give
do
me
the mushrooms, so. Fuck it, I'll do it.
You're gonna cook some conies.
Rabbits, yes.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't understand elven language.
It's not an elven language.
It's not-
You-
it's
It's
a
not
Hobbit.
elven
You would
language.
know it as
It's Hobbit.
Coney. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Hobbit.
it's Hobbit.
Wait, what?
Coney means
Coney
rabbit.
means rabbit in Hobbit.
Huh, I didn't know that. As a player, I did not know that, but okay.
We would say
do
rabbit.
you have any
and you
cooking
say-
utensils?
The only kind of cooking utensil I used last night were my freaking arrows.
Okay, so how are you going to cook this rabbit?
You need to skin it.
Theo's not getting involved. He's staying in this tent, not saying anything.
Well, I do have a dagger, so I can try, like, gutting it and skinning it.
Life goes in.
Use the fur for something else. Wait.
But I'm just thinking, I mean, for Zabi, since she's been, like, doing this for quite a period of time, would she know how to do some of those sort of things? Just for survival stuff?
Survival roll.
She will. I mean, it's all dependent upon like what equipment you've got and what rolls you make.
She's
Well,
gonna...
she's gonna use one of her daggers to actually gut and skin it.
Okay.
And I guess using like the remaining arrows from last night.
You
she's
don't
gonna-
have to use arrows. You know there are like twigs, sticks, poles. From
Okay, I'll use like
ends.
a
Ask
couple
around.
of sticks or something.
Ask anyone if they've got anything they could use as a
Has
skewer.
anybody got any pans or any pots or
No, she's gonna like do like a kind of roast thing,
a roast,
like
rabbit
a
roast?
spit roast thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
roast
basically
over the fire like a barbecue.
Anybody got like some sticks about or something? So I can like at least make a skewer and like a stand thing.
Near the trees, yeah.
You can get sticks. Yeah, there's no problem getting sticks. It's just how you gonna do that? You got to roll to do the cooking. You got to do the skinning first.
Yes, gutting and skinning it. Yeah.
Okay. Have you got any skills in skinning?
No.
Fur trapper skills or anything like that? No. Roll the dice.
It's all gonna be different with me with a disadvantage. So.
Go.
Did I come back with anything?
You've come back with some of those pickled kind of gooseberries. Very bitter.
Oh, I didn't want to come back with them.
There's not much else around. There's really not much else around.
What did they come back with?
Oh, some salty. No, there was some parsnips. They're called riverbank parsnips, but they're incredibly salty. And they're like yams.
So that's what I came back with.
Yeah, they're like parsnips.
Yams.
But yeah,
Well,
like-
we haven't had you. You haven't come back.
You haven't
yet.
come. Yeah,
you were in the process.
What they are is they're basically a bit like parsnips. Yes, they grow in the riverbanks, but they're incredibly salty.
Yeah. So that was a 86 there.
Salt. Like
86
yesterday.
plus.
I didn't insult you yesterday.
Do
No
I
salt.
plus anything with that or no?
Salty.
Minus 25 to it. So
So yams and
That
those
is-
gooseberries.
that's 61.
Yeah, 61.
61.
So sorry, yams and gooseberries.
Yeah, they're like pickled. They're like very bitter
Very
gooseberries.
bitter berries, yeah.
Bitter berries.
Okay, what's my target?
You get 61. Okay, you are trying to skin this rabbit, but it's not being very cooperative because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The air is getting more and more icy. Your hands are starting to like get cramped up and starting to get chills, and it's making it incredibly difficult to actually do the delicate work of skinning a creature so small as a rabbit.
Mm.
You manage it, but it's not the best skinning ever done on Earth, and it's incredibly cold. You heard Nostriel say that there could be snow on the way.
Yeah, I heard that while I was in Estel's tent, so...
Yeah, Nostriel said it looks like there could be some snow coming.
Shit. So, basically, I try my best of, like, gutting it and skinning it then, basically.
Yeah.
Just interesting.
So, how does it look, though?
It doesn't
Like
look
a-
too bad.
like a naked
You've seen
rabbit.
better. You've seen better, but it's it's not a complete loss.
It could still be edible, so...
Oh yeah.
You haven't cooked it yet, have you?
No, it hasn't even been cooked.
Oh.
Hasn't, yeah.
No, I was thinking of, like, doing, like, a spit roast kind of thing. If you know what I mean. So, I just, like, try my best to get a few sticks and just...
Okay, you've
Skin it.
managed to like skin this rabbit. There's not an awful lot left on it. These are wild rabbits. They just live on whatever they can find, clover and stuff like that, out in the fields. They're not as big and plump one as like your average farm rabbit.
That's fine.
You said about like building some kind of like spit roast.
Yeah, spit roast
to try
stand.
and roast it on, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Using some wood and some twigs.
yeah.
What's everybody else doing?
Well, I'm on my way back with yams.
You're on your way back with your couple of it's got riverbank parsnips, very salty riverbank parsnips. They need to be first of all they need to be washed, then they need to be peeled, and then they need to be boiled.
We don't even have a pot.
I'll make sure my hair is okay-ish.
How many of these
2.
riverbank? 2, and what about gooseberries?
You got 3 bittersweet berries.
Okay, is that what they're called?
Yeah, they're called bitter berries. They're about the size of a lime. They've got the same colour and texture of a lime, but they're actually a gooseberry. But when you bite into them, they're bitter. They're not sweet at all. They're very, very bitter. And it's like something that have been pickled.
How many of them have I picked
You
up?
have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the best thing in the world
Now,
to go on eating.
Is it in Australia? It's in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She might be accustomed to eating these. Would I be accustomed to eating them? Or are they something that...
Not really, no. They're eaten by what are called the wilder folk, the wild men or orcs.
So if I eat them, would I screw my face up at it?
Oh yes. They'd be like, they'd be vile. Sometimes they kind of use them to make preservatives with, like a pickle.
Okay.
They certainly wouldn't use them. They wouldn't eat them raw. They definitely wouldn't eat them raw. They would have to be like boiled, then pulped down, and then mixed with sugar or honey or something like that to try and counteract the bitterness.
Okay. Okay, I come back and I see Zabi. I go over to her and say, okay, well, I found some riverbanks parsnips and some bitter berries. If you want, you can use them in your cooking, so, although I probably wouldn't advise it.
Honestly, I really don't know how to do those parsnips and such. I've never seen them in my life.
Well, I do believe they need to be washed, and I doubt it would be within the river. Although, it's worth a possible try. Wash them, boiled, and all the rest, but we don't have no pot to boil them in.
Yeah.
So these...
And I'm trying to cook a rabbit here.
I'm looking at the parsnips and kind of looking slightly at Zabi and saying, I don't think they're going to work, so maybe I should just chuck them. Do you think I should... Well, I actually asked her, do you think I should just dump these, like, throw them away?
Well, the only other food that probably most of us would have would be our rations.
Well, we are close to Lothlorien, and we will be going there. We can get provisions and such likes there.
Yeah, and Nostria mentioned that it's going to snow.
Been a while since I've seen snow.
So we need to, like, try and get as much food as we can for now. Well, basically to eat up and be okay for the journey ahead. Yeah, so.
I've poked my head out of my tent again.
Okay.
I just want to know roughly where everyone's at.
Dúlintrast and Zabi are discussing breakfast.
Yep.
Nostriel is just finished putting some things away. Morwen is making sure that you got plenty of wood for the fire, not knowing how long you're going to be staying there. And she's looking up at the sky. She's looking across the horizon, and you can see her having a discussion with Nostriel, saying that it looks like it's going to snow. And I hear Morwen saying, "Yeah, it's going to be a heavy one too." And Theo, you're not sure where he's at, but there is a lot of commotion coming from a tent. It's incredibly
Considering
it's really
earlier.
cold outside. It's really cold outside. Yes.
Since they are cooking some stuff, I'm gonna start taking my stuff out of my tent and pack my tent up.
Okay.
And it's cold compared
It's
to
cold compared to inside. It was a nice, like balmy 18 degrees inside your tent.
Mm.
Yes, it's now about 2 degrees outside.
I have my cape to wrap me
Yeah.
while I do it.
Really cold.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. Theo.
Well, for Zabi, she's wearing her cape as well, mostly. So.
Theo, what are you doing?
Well, presumably my body is dry and warming.
Yeah, it's starting to dry out. Yes, it's a lovely 18 degrees inside your tent.
So, am I, the person, warm and okay? It's just my clothes, when they put back on, they're still going to be wet.
Yes, they're wet. They don't. When it's acclimatized to Rivendell, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, if you put wet things in there, then it'd be like actually taking wet clothes to Rivendell. They don't
Yes.
change the condition. Yeah.
No, I'm well aware of that. But Theo himself is fine, isn't he? He's not
Yeah, he's
freezing
fine.
cold.
If he goes
He's not-
outside,
So
he'd be
as
freezing.
soon as I put my clothes back on and then go outside, my lower half's going to freeze almost, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
almost.
pretty much.
It will.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
I'll shrivel that up.
No worries.
God damn it, Zellie.
I'm going to poke my head out
Uh-huh.
very
The
quickly and say
dirtiest thing I've said.
that everyone's
Yes.
ready to move because we're going to have to run because I've been listening to you guys say there's going to be snow here. We're going to have to make a move soon. So we can't stay here if snow comes. Half of us don't have tents. We won't survive here with snow.
Dúlintrast just wake up in a snowdrift.
Okay. So we're going to have to finish your cooking. As soon as Estel's finished her packing, I will then start on my packing. And I'm going to be absolutely bolting it. I'm just going to be legging it up the river or down
Yeah,
the river.
Zabi
whichever way.
is just going to say, look, I know you foraged those foods about, but maybe it might be best to leave them here. We're just going to have some rabbit and rations, I think.
No, I got
Okay, I put the
Sorry.
river parsnips down, but I keep the berries.
You can keep the berries, you can get rid of the parsnips.
I'm getting rid of the parsnips and keeping the berries.
Okay, that's fine. Who's cooking the rabbit?
Me, because I'm still doing things.
Roll.
Oh my god.
Theo's back in his nice warm tent.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, do well.
Come on.
I think I should have done the cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I walk over to
Oh!
Okay. Yeah, the rabbit is cooking really, really nice. You can smell the campsite is now starting to smell of roast rabbit. Yeah. Yeah.
Roast-
It's
Yeah.
very strong in the chilly air. This smell of roast rabbit.
I swear.
Come on,
You
Orcs.
can see the
I-
juices are just starting to drip from it onto the fire, and little flames are starting to lap it up.
Oh god, I swear, if any animal or orc or whatever comes here, I am not going to be happy.
Theo's definitely going to be happy. We're catching this pants off.
Oh shit.
Smelling
Okay,
lovely.
Estel, as you're packing up your tent, you see the first few snowflakes falling.
I head over to Theo's tent and can I just calmly say, Theo, can I have my bed wrap back, please?
Can I catch
Yeah,
one?
yeah, I'll chuck it back out for him.
Can you catch one?
Just have it melt in my hand.
Yeah.
I have gloves on, so it's fine.
Oh, I know.
I might get the ones with fingers on though. Nah, I'll keep the fingerless ones for now. Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Okay, right.
As I chuck Dúlintrast his bed roll, I'm going to start getting myself ready.
Plus, I'm concerned it was really quiet. No one talked for like 10 seconds.
Put my bed roll back.
I was just double checking something, but yes, you can see that it is now slowly, gently snowing.
I put my bed roll
Just
back
started.
in my backpack and I put up my hood because I don't want the snow getting on my hair.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody packing up?
Yep.
Oh, Theo's still in.
Yeah.
The rabbit is now cooked.
Do you know the funniest thing? I'm packed up and ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. Everybody's pretty much ready to go.
Except Theo.
The only thing you need to do, yeah, apart from Theo, obviously, there
Theo.
is the there's rabbit for breakfast, but there's only enough rabbit for 2 people.
Unless we chop it into really tiny pieces.
It wasn't a big rabbit to begin with.
That's true, yeah.
You could always chop up like a little bit of chop it up into 6 pieces, and then take
But it's only
small
enough for
pieces
2
of the whey
people.
bread, and then make it into like a mini bite-sized sandwich.
That's all it'll be.
So a bit of rabbit and a bit of bread, and everyone can have a piece then.
I guess that could work. But it's only enough for 2 people, so
There's enough for 2 people to do breakfast. You could make bite-sized ones, but that's all they'll be. They'll just be a bite-size. It wouldn't be a full normal breakfast.
Theo will not need it anyway, so don't worry.
we'll just have like bite size of them.
Okay.
You sure you don't want a bite size?
Yeah, I don't need any. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
it's not much, but it's still something to eat.
Yeah,
So-
Nostriel says we need to find food. Then somewhere out of this wind, and somewhere out of this wind and snow soon.
Well,
I was
the
already
sooner
starting.
we... Oh, shit. Well, the sooner we get to Lothlorien, the better chances we'll survive.
Nom, nom, nom.
So, eat up that little bit of food and...
I don't
Theo
mind a bite
steps
size
out of
because
his,
I'll have the
tent now.
rations.
You know, I'd rather just have a piece of lamb's bread.
Just have a bit of bread and a rabbit and a piece of rabbit.
While they're doing all this, Theo
Okay.
comes out of his tent. He's fully dressed with clothes that none of the party have seen yet.
Huh?
Except Estel.
Not even Estel has seen these clothes.
No.
No. These are something I brought.
I look over to Theo and I'm like,
Okay.
Theo's wearing his wet trousers. He's got his boots on.
Oh, he's got wet trousers.
He's got his armour on. He's got like a coat on,
Easy.
and he's got his cloak over the top.
right.
Yep. And then around his head, he's got like this. It's like a sheet.
Okay.
A sheet.
A sheet, like a bed sheet.
What on earth are you wearing?
He's covered himself up fully. Okay.
Okay.
And then he goes straight into he's got the bag out and he's now going really quickly taking his tent down.
Okay.
Bed sheet.
Through.
You say I haven't seen you wear that before because it's a bed sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You've seen my cloak. But, yeah.
So
my bed sheet.
Theo, it is freezing. You are freezing.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. I'm yeah. Ooh. That's why I'm moving quick, and I'm not going to be stopping. I'm going to be heading into the woods.
You look like a girl.
Oh my God.
No, it's not covered like that.
Oh.
Because I've got my cloak on, but the bed sheet be under it, and it look like I'm wrapped up like a mummy.
Huh.
You look like a fluff ball of snow.
God.
Right, so we've all eaten and all that then, I'm guessing?
Yes, you just.
And that we packed everything away?
Those that were eaten have had a bite size of rabbit and a little bit of something else. It's not a lot, but it's something to start the day with. Suggests that the snow is now gently falling. It It's not starting to lie yet, but it won't be long before it actually starts lying.
You just see Theo start
Settling.
jogging.
Um,
Yeah,
settling on
I
the
run
floor,
after
and you
Theo.
decided that you can't really go back to Dol Guldur. Rohan
Yeah.
is way too far off.
Everywhere
So-
else is way far
Yeah,
off.
the only place you can actually head for and hope that
It's food.
well, they don't attack you is
Well,
Lothlorien.
shelter. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just literally see Theo get up, get his bag ready, everything's on his back, and he starts jogging towards the woods.
Jogging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Don't
Zabi
jog
is-
by
jogging.
yourself.
Well, Zabi's going after him anyway, so she's got all her stuff and she's going after him.
Don't
So-
jog by yourself.
I know, it's really, really cold.
Don't
Very
jog
cold.
by yourself.
As
Incredibly
soon as
cold.
I see Theo like jogging towards the woods, I start sprinting towards the woods. I went up in the nearest fucking tree.
It'll take us a while to get there yet.
It'll take you a day or so to actually get to Lothlorien.
I see trees and I start
I
running.
see trees in
I
the
see
distance.
trees.
Trees in the distance.
Red roses too.
It takes you a day or so to get to Lothlorien itself, where there's actually any like indication of habitat.
I'm quite happy just getting to the woods area here, like, just so it's
Yeah.
a bit more shelter.
Yeah.
That's what they would call that's the entrance way into Lothlorien.
No one's gonna kick the fire in and make it like we weren't never there.
Well, the last people there should do that, so...
I'll do that then. Everyone's running off. Okay. Kick.
Okay, so you got all your
Yeah.
gear. You have all your gear. It's all packed up, and you're making your way along the riverbank towards Lothlorien, following the Anduin upstream.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
your next stop will be Lothlorien.
Yes.
Or death.
Oh, death. It
Why
is
do you say that?
snowing. The snow is picking up, and by the time you do reach the edges of the forest, that it's not that forest is like it is used by the elves of Lothlorien, but it's not a dwelling place.
Right.
But the snow is starting to come down fairly heavy now, and you're in about 2 inches of snow